Hi, I'm Callie, fashionista, traveler, home cook, and completely food obsessed. I had big dreams of living in the States, pursuing my acting career, New York, big city lights. But you know how it is, I fell in love, and now me and my fiance Gregory have come back to this place we love, Africa. I live miles away from any civilization, literally in the heart of Africa. And I've taken on the responsibility of being the head chef at my dad's lodge. Cooking is my passion. It's going to be quite an adjustment, but I'm taking each day as it comes, loving life with good people, good food in the bush. This is Africa and there are no rules, only your rules. Get ready for a ride and join me on this culinary adventure. This is Callie Ann Cooks Into the Wild. I can't wait to set foot back home in Africa. Greg is my steamy Italian fiancé. I call him Maurice a lot of the time, because that's his middle name and it's cute. And when I call him Maurice, he actually listens to me. I'm so excited to see Greg. I haven't seen him in ages and I bet he's gonna be waiting for me. I stepped off the plane and there was Maurice standing there waiting for me. Oh, I jumped into Greg's arms and I feel, wow, I actually missed him so much more than I realized. I've been overseas, traveling quite a bit, been with my mom and my sister. It's been great. I love the big city lights, I always have, but there's always something putting me back home, so I'm glad to be back. Okay, cool.
So what I've organised this afternoon, heading out, we're going to go for a little game drive and maybe go and do a braai out there.
Yeah, sounds perfect. I'll organise a fillet, and we can do that, and I'll get some, I'll organise some buns and stuff.
Okay, well you can do all the cooking thing, I'll just organise
Just organise me the scotch for later, eh?
Okay, cool.
The lodge is big and beautiful. It's got beautiful chalets that sit on the river. When I get back, the first place I go and head into and inspect is the kitchen. Because I don't think the guys are ready for me. And I always want to just catch them out and make sure I can see anything that I'm not happy with. Hi, you guys.
I'm well, and yourself?
Good, nice to see you.
Yes, nice
Have you missed me?
Yeah, we're missing you.
Yebo, because, how are you?
Fine, and you?
Good, Mushe, how's my kitchen?
Everything's okay, madam.
Sure, clean?
Sure.
All right. So you're excited for the season because?
Sure, madam, I'm ready.
We're going to have a good year, I think.
Okay.
The best. Every year we must get better.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, Moses. Please look at that. Someone's going to get a spider in their gravy. We need to clean that. Because just grab a lembu and just come and clean this counter here. There's insects all over here. Please, please, please. I will freak.
Nice to see you back, yeah.
I know, it's so nice to be back, Mosey. I've missed you.
No, we missed
And
you
I've
too.
missed this place. It's beautiful. Shasha. Hello, my boy. Hello. Oh, hello, hello. It's a lot of pressure being the head chef here. There's a lot of clients and high-profile clients that I've got to impress, but I love it, so I'm gonna get stuck in. Come more. Well, you want to load the stuff?
Alright.
You ready?
Yeah, what you got in store first?
Just got the fillet and all the delicious treats.
Excited to get some home-cooked loving again.
I'm sure you are. Oh, it is so nice to be sitting in an open Land Rover, looking around me, and all I see is wildlife and scenery. You really, really do miss this when you've been away from it for a while. It's amazing. It's really beautiful. Hey guys, I'm sitting here on the edge of the Kabora Bassa. It is such a vibe, as you can see. I don't think it gets better than this. And I want to show you a really simple, easy, delicious dish that you can make at home quickly. And it's just easy on the eye and it's delicious. I've got an impala fillet here and I'm going to bring that out in a sec. But what I want to do first is I want to marinate it. It's a quick marinade, so it's nothing like complicated or crazy. We're just gonna literally take a couple of these chilies, lemon, garlic, and we're gonna start off with that. I'm gonna chop these chilies up first. I like it quite spicy. Maurice doesn't have much of a choice. In. It doesn't matter if you don't have something in the pantry, just wing it. Like I've got an impala fillet here. Any butchery will organize you any kind of venison. If you haven't tried it before and you want to try it, in with the olive oil. This is like a spice mix. Gives it a little extra and it's easy. Make it at home. Chuck a couple of different spices, whatever you like. You can use any kind. Garlic powder, onion powder, but this is my mix. So I'm gonna put a teaspoon of this, salt, pepper, sprinkle of each, season to taste. You can always season more later. And that's basically it. The last thing is your lemon. Now this is a really random ingredient that I always add with my meat. I'm obsessed with balsamic vinegar, I love it. So I'm just gonna add a dash, not too much. It gives a good color and it tastes incredible. Now for the moment. Okay, now that is a piece of nyama meat. It actually doesn't get better than that. I would go in with my hands, but I haven't got any wash basin here. We're literally in the bush, as you can see. We're gonna go to the fire now, and I'm gonna put this baby on the grill. Amazing. Okay, if you've got any little leftover marinade, just kind of dab it on, but save it for the other side as well. I mean, look at the color of that, it's insane. Look at those beautiful lines we're already getting now. I've got 4 amazing rolls here. These are homemade. Oh, amazing. Okay. Okay, let me just check our meat, how it's doing. Don't be afraid of those dark lines. It is so good. That is what it's all about. It's delicious. That's what you're looking for. And the darker it gets, that's the caramelization. That's all the delicious balsamic. It's like a winner. So that's cool. And I'm gonna put all these rolls on now quick. I'm not even gonna put any oil. I just wanna warm them up and give them a little bit of a texture going. You wanna bite into it and it would be soft and delicious. Let it chill for 30 seconds to a minute, and in the meantime, we're gonna get some greenery on these beautiful rolls. So what I have here in the form of greenery, you can use anything you like. I've got beautiful giant leaves of basil, and that is what we're talking about then. Check that out. I'm gonna slice it pretty thin. Look at that. I mean, that's gonna make Maurice the happiest man alive. Just saying. That's basically it, guys. We're gonna season though, key. Remember, you haven't seasoned the inside here, so you've gotta sprinkle them. Pepper. And the final thing, tiny, tiny zips of balsamic, just because I'm obsessed. Beautiful food, beautiful setting, what a vibe. And now I cannot wait to eat this nyama.
Cheers.
Cheers. Good news.
That is incredible.
Awesome.
It's nice to have you here, man.
Love you.
Love you, man.
There is one member of the family I haven't mentioned yet. Panyami! Panyami is my little baby elephant that we saved 4 years ago, and he's now become part of the family. And let me tell you, he is a naughty little fatty. Are you hungry? Hey, put your trunk up for me. Put your trunk up for me. Hey, gotta go now, my boy. I gotta go cook now. But I love you very, very much. Kiss, kiss. Hey guys, welcome to my beautiful kitchen in the bush. I'm gonna be cooking a 2-course meal today. It's got a bit of a zing, it's got a wow factor. So if you are having a dinner party at home and you wanna impress your friends, this starter is fab. And it's a winner and everyone loves it. It's a kudu kapacha. I'm using a beautiful fillet of a kudu. There's lots of ways to make carpaccia. This is my way. I don't like to cook it, so this is an uncooked one. It's seared only. So let's get our flame on first, because it takes a little while to heat up. If you're using a pan, then don't start it straight away, because pans obviously get hotter a lot faster. Okay. I'm gonna cut it in half, and then I'm gonna oil it, because we oil our meat, we don't oil the pan. It's a bit messy, but olive oil is good for the skin, good for the hands. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the basil first. I'm actually gonna do all my herbs together, just because it's easier. Twig of rosemary, not too much, because if you have people that aren't into hectic flavors, rosemary is one of them, but it's amazing. I'm also gonna grab a little bunch of oregano. However, you can cut this way, that way, just chop it up. Okay. You don't want it too small, you want chunks of pieces of deliciousness wrapping around the meat. Done. Grabbing my bowl. Okay, next, got a couple cloves of garlic here. Love garlic. Garlic is actually a small problem of mine. Gregory has to tell me to calm down on the garlic. Just give it a squash. Give it a squash. You don't want these to be too chunky, because otherwise they're just going to burn and fall off. You want the flavor inside this fillet. Now, my amazing mixture that I always use with meat. I'm also going to take the herbs, dried herbs. Now this has got thyme, it's got parsley, it's a mixed herb mix. Not only for flavor, but I want to form like a crust, like a beautiful, beautiful crust on the outside of this. And this is going to help me with that, because it's dry and it's crunchy. This is a fresh herb, so it's soft. So you want something that's going to help it stick and help it bind. Salt and pepper. Seasoning, seasoning, seasoning. Key, key, key. Okay, so we're gonna take these herby vibes and we're just gonna sprinkle them all over the board. Okay, save some for later, because we're gonna do one piece, roll the one side, roll the second side, do one more layer for the other piece. I'm gonna go straight in with my second piece. Just be patient, you want it to be brown. Don't turn it too early, don't get excited, you want it to be bronzed and beautiful. So we want to make like a mustard to brush once we've seared it, so it's going to sink into the meat and just flavor it. The seasonings are going to come off slightly because of the grill, it's going to stick to the grill. So we need to make sure we've got seasoning in our paste here. Salt and pepper, it's fluid. Oh, now look at that, that's exactly what we're looking for, sweetie. And we're going to literally just, because this is going to give it the punch. First with the side. Hook it. Very important to hook it. No air, no bubbles. And just start to wrap. You're going to grab the ends and you're going to zips. Okay, now these are going to go into the freezer. 3 hours, 4 hours. If you're going to work and you want to do it in the morning, take it out an hour before your guests come. And then it'll kind of soften out. Cool. So we're going to stick these in the freezer. Tonight is going to be a bit cray-cray because I've got to cook a 2-course meal for the clients. There's some serious pressure, but I am excited because I love a bit of pressure in the kitchen. I'm making kudu carpaccia and a bushbuck leg for this evening. I'm going to roast it in the oven. So yeah, I'm a bit nervy, but I'm excited to get back into it. There is a lot of ingredients I need to go and organize and source and get, and yeah, time is running out. I'm loving being back in my garden and just seeing how things have grown since I've been away. It's just beautiful. And then Shasha and Luna come inside and start digging holes in my beetroot patch. Excuse me, what have you been digging here? Oi, out of my garden, out. Very, very annoying. Greg Jacoby.
Hi, Greg, go.
Hi, I'm just in the veggie garden and I'm sure we had a little patch of potatoes and I can't find them. Vegetables out here are kind of difficult. All of your fresh vegetables are always ready and available. But things like potatoes and butternut and onions, things that grow under the ground, are an absolute nightmare. And when I need potatoes, for some reason, they are never here. Has someone come in here and taken them?
Negative, my girl. We've never had potatoes there.
No, we have, Greg. We've had a few potatoes in the corner, I remember. I'm sure Biggie planted them for me.
No, as far as I can remember, there's nothing there.
Okay, well, we're gonna have a problem then. You're gonna have to make a plan because I promised the guests potatoes and Ezekiel or potato.
What, you want to go try the village?
Okay, well, are you gonna be able to come with me? Because, I mean, I need to go now and I've got so much to do.
Actually, Carl, something's just come up. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make it.
Absolutely typical Maurice. I don't even know where I'm going and I must go and find potatoes. So irritating. Oh. Masura says, Sekuru, you've got some potatoes for me.
Yeah, give me potatoes from madam. Yeah, madam. Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
How many you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
5.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a mushy one, eh?
Yeah.
How much?
20 kwacha.
20 kwacha.
Yeah.
I've got some USA. You like US? Please, 10 USA for these ones. It's a good price. Square.
Yeah, it's good.
All right. Maitabasa. So I've got these potatoes. I'm so happy. Finally, I can relax and start preparing for my meal. And I noticed that the leg I'm supposed to be cooking this evening is nowhere to be seen. Greg, do you copy? Greg, do you copy?
There my girl.
Hi, Ange. I've organized these potatoes. Madala was there waiting for me, so that's cool. But now, you've organized that nyama, hey?
What nyama?
No, Gregory, the nyama for tonight for the clients.
Yeah, I've been busy.
Okay, well now you can be busy going and organizing it because I've just gone and done all these potatoes and stuff, missioned around. I don't have the time for this. If Maurice thinks I'm going back and I'm now going to go and get the leg as well, he's got another thing coming. He must go and fetch it.
This is what they're at. Excellent. Thanks so much, man. Thanks. From the best butcher in town. Cheers, buddy. This will melt in my mouth. Thanks so much.
Oh, amazing.
Check this piece.
Push back.
Beautiful back leg.
You saved my life, thank you. I was stressing a bit about the clients and everything.
No.
Potatoes, then the nyama.
You're useless.
Thank you. It has been a crazy day, but I finally got all my ingredients that I needed for this dish. Beautiful piece of meat and my potatoes. Believe it or not, they're an absolute mission to find in this place, but I've got them so I can breathe. I am going to start at the main course now, and then we will take out the carpaccio that we prepared earlier as and when we're about to serve. So for the main course today, I'm going to make a delicious bushbuck leg. It is absolutely beautiful. I've got it over here. And I'm going to serve it on a basil mash. It's going to be bright green and it's going to be so vibrant. It's going to be amazing. I've got my wood stove here. The sun is setting. It's absolutely gorgeous. I couldn't have picked a better spot to cook this magnificent dish. This is such a wonderful dish, and it's a crowd pleaser. The guests are going to love this one. Most people do. And if you don't have venison, again, this is a great recipe with lamb. Lamb and basil mash is delicious. So if you've got a leg of lamb, shoulder lamb, just as delicious. So make sure it's hot, straight back on the heat, and you can literally forget about those. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my olive oil, and I'm just going to zips all over. Right, once we've done that, I'm just gonna start going in with the seasoning. Because this is where all the flavor is gonna come out of. So let's not peel the onion. Let's keep it whole, keep the skin on, it's got some protection. You're just gonna cut it rustically. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lift the meat and I'm gonna stick this under. It's gonna be like a bed, a rest. Okay, the other random ingredient I'm using is actually beetroot. I picked these earlier, homegrown from my garden, just saying. So, there we go. Garlic, garlic, garlic. Love me some garlic. Squash it, and I'm just gonna halve them. Take the knife and just stab little zips. So, let's go. Find your hole and just fugger in there, each one. Since we're putting basil in the mash, let's add a bit of basil in here, get the flavors going, and just, again, squash them in there. And we're gonna take our streaky bacon. You can use pancetta, you can use turkey slices, whatever you like, all over the top. And this is basically ready. The last thing I'm gonna do is another sprinkle of olive oil and the dried herbs I used earlier for the carpaccio. Just a nice mixture. It's got all sorts of dried herbs. It's gonna give us a crust. So we're just gonna sprinkle it all over. It's just gonna give us that little bit of a crisp, extra flavor, all the goodness. And I'm actually gonna just, sweetie, inside the dish. And in she goes. Right. It's like a semi-pesto, but it's not a pesto. We're just creating this beautiful herby mess, basically. And we're gonna mix it into the basil with beautiful, beautiful Parmesan cheese. It's super salty, so don't salt your potatoes until you've tasted after you put the Parmesan. Just one more bite. Okay, in we go with our Parmesan and basil, straight in. So literally, just mash. I don't want it to be smooth like puree, just because we're rustic, we're in the bush. So it's perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit more olive oil. Just go with it. I mean, I had a lot of potatoes in here. Look at that. Let's get started with the carpaccio. One movement. Literally, you can see that that piece at the bottom that I cut first is thawed out. That's exactly what you want, and it's like paper. It's beautiful. Look at the red on the black. It's amazing. And then we're gonna have the green and then the Parmesan. It's so cool. And that's the best thing about cooking, guys, is there's no rules. They're your rules. It's your kitchen. It's your place. So just do your thing and vibe. Now for the showstopper. I'm gonna take out the bushbuck and go straight for the middle. Put some crispy leaves of baz in there. And don't forget, guys, this is obviously wild meat. This is bush meat. I've got beautiful bushbuck here. But any other meat that you have at home works. A leg of beef, a joint of any meat that you can get from your butchery works just as well. It's been a long day, but cheers, sweetie.